of all, a very good afternoon to everyone who's present. We have Dr. Mrs. Renuka Dang with us. First of all, she's a renowned nutritionist, and I don't think that anybody over here sitting needs an introduction for who she is. She is a very synonym of nutrition and health in Agra, and every health enthusiast right now, right here, knows how important and how philanthropic her initiatives and her work initiatives have been. She's also the VP of Rozgar Bharati RSS, and she's also in the board panel for 90.8 FM and for other various initiatives. We welcome you, ma'am. Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your wisdom and your passion with us for this particular session.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the introduction. And I'm looking forward to a beautiful session with the lovely youth of Agra.
And our next panelist is equally dynamic, equally intelligent, equally intellectual, and equally versatile. He is the synonym of versatility, and I believe that anybody in the city who's associated with science or neurobiology knows his name, Dr. Arun P. Sarwar, who is currently serving as assistant professor in the Dhalbag Educational Institute, will help us today understand the neurological aspect of nutrition and how working with brain affects our growth. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be associated with the Backbone organization also. And also today disseminating the knowledge whatsoever I know, I will share.
My very first question towards Dr. Renuka Dang, ma'am. So the very first question that most of us have to ask here is, what exactly is health? आप कौन से पैरामीटर्स को काउंट करके किसी इंडिविजुअल को हेल्दी या नॉट हेल्दी जज कर सकते हैं? So first of all, we want to know what exactly is health.
Well, that's a lovely question to begin with, and I would say merely being, disease-free or illness-free does not count on good health. A good health has to be. A good health is what is where your mental, physical, and your social, mental states, social states are in coordination with each other. The mental, physical, social, and of course, if you are disease-free. This is what, when everything gets together, you make a healthy person.
Right, definitely. That is something that I was also looking forward to. So the next question I would like to direct towards Arun sir. Sir, I wanted to know, and our audience also wanted to know that how can nutrition and malnutrition affect cognitive behavior? Is the effect same for all the age groups?
Just now, as Dr. Dang just told, the very first word of the health is social, mental. The very first word was the mental and social and other aspects that gives that a person is in the sound health. So this mental is related to the. Anyway, in analogy, many people, mental is, very derogatory word, but mental is very sound word. Mental means when someone is very much cognitive, responsive to the society, one can think the logical and, good things, and justifiable ethics, morals, and somebody is in the sound health related to the cognitive power. I mean, he's judgmental, he's having emotions, love, everything, in a sound balance. That is related to the typical mental health. So for physical health, I can say the four most important thing is that mental health also equally good. So mental health should also be equally good to the person to whom we are speaking with. Now this mental health is not related to when somebody is having age of 5 or 6, जैसे कि कहते हैं कि जब बच्चा थोड़ा स्कूल जाने लगता है तब से कोई mental power होती है, ऐसा नहीं होता. I can let you know that this mental health starts right from the inception in the mother, uterus. So you remember after the conceptualization of male-female gametes, then after the 3rd week of gestation, just after 21 days, this neural ectoderm, that is the primary, the very first, layer of morula that the number of cells बढ़ते जाते हैं, that embryonal ectoderm starts making neural tube. So the brain starts from the very, very so early age in the fetus itself. And during the gestation also of that like 36 or 37 weeks of these 3 trimester, complete and sound nutrition of mother is very much dependent for the future brain or future cognitive power of the baby. So the mother needs to be, like we used to say कि अल्कोहल नहीं पीना है, स्मोकिंग नहीं करना, अगर कोई करती भी है तो उस समय बहुत अच्छा खाना पीना रखना है. You should listen the music. You should have future mother should have a good nutrition. So this way, that embryology part, like 1 week to 37 weeks, that's this whole lot of gene regulation related to the brain development is very much important. If there is some error comes up due to some bad nutrition or something with the mother, then the neurodegeneration may start from the fetus itself, and the person or the baby come up with some difficulty. Then after the birth, I can say when somebody is toddler, like within few months to few years, that time rapid development of brain happens. When the baby is born, it is having neurocranium part, the bones are not fused, so they are fontanelles. Baby के इसमें hole होते हैं, उसके बाद ये hole complete होते हैं, and then whatever neurogenesis has happened, number of neurons जो बन चुके होते हैं embryo में, उनका बहुत तेजी से development होता है. उसका neurophysiology, उसका एक typical neural network starts maturing. जैसे उसमें language development होना, cognition नहीं, language सीखना, ABCD सीखना 1 2 3 4, and फिर उसके बाद throughout adult life, food is necessary for our day-to-day life and also to maintain the brain very healthy. So I can imagine this way from the very early stage until the late old age, nutrition is very much dependent for your mental health. Okay, Anushka.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. My next question is to Renuka ma'am. Ma'am, a lot of the youth today believe कि हम लोग अगर लो कार्बोहाइड्रेट वाली डाइट लेंगे तो we'll all lose weight very quickly. मुझे ये मिथ और ये क्वेश्चन बहुत सारे लोगों के थ्रू आया है कि अगर हम होल व्हीट खाना बंद कर देंगे, ब्रेड खाना बंद कर देंगे, राइस खाना बंद कर देंगे, तो हम लोग सब लोग will start losing weight. Is that true? Is this notion true?
First of all, I'd like to make one thing very clear that no food is bad. कोई भी खाना आपके लिए बुरा नहीं है. जहां तक कि कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स का सवाल है, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स is the only macronutrient that gives us a lot of energy. Proteins take away your energy, but कार्बोहाइड्रेट आपको एनर्जी देते हैं. तो लोग क्या करते हैं, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स निकाल देते हैं तो उनका एनर्जी लेवल डिप हो जाता है, और जब एनर्जी लेवल डिप होता है they become irritable, चिड़चिड़े हो जाएंगे. You can see, like I said, कि आपके, like you asked me what are the parameters of good health, I said you have to be mentally balanced, and like Dr. Sikarwar also said, so if you cut any food from your diet, like if you cut fats or if you cut proteins, if you cut carbohydrates, you are in a mess. And like I said, no food is bad. Carbohydrates have to be consumed, but what happens these days, we have shifted to refined carbs. हम लोग refined carbs खाने लग गए हैं, जैसे कि needless to say, I'm sure you all know, like जैसे buns हैं, pizzas हैं, breads हैं, these are refined carbs which spike up your sugar, and वो momentary आपको एक happiness देता है when you're eating these kind of foods, but in long term there is no fiber in this food, there is no nutrition in this food, so it depletes you of your nutrients. So carbohydrates is a must-have food, but it depends on the quality of carbohydrates. You have to be very picky and choosy about your carbs. Go for complex carbohydrates. Like we've left our roti. I've generally seen people not eating roti. I don't know why they are psyched about roti. They just think eating roti means putting on weight, which is absolutely wrong. So you just have to make a very clever and a very healthy decision of carbs. No refined carbohydrates at all, but yes, we have to have complex carbohydrates. It's a must.
Thank you so much.
If I'm permitted, then I would like to add upon Dr. Deng further.
Yes, sure.
In aspect of my science, look, the human brain is like 1.4 kg mass, and human weight, body weight is like 70 kg, so it's 2% of the body weight. But remember, whatsoever calorie we consume in a day, that is like as per standard around 2000 kilocalorie, plus minus 200 I can say. After this, around 600 kilocalories only consumed by this 2% of the weight. So 2% body weight or brain consumes 20% of kilocalorie. So it is too much greedy. It consumes 10 times more. And brain needs lot of, continuous energy, because brains never sleep, okay? In the even night when we are sleeping, brains are still on their job. Brains have electrochemical transmission that need lot of kilocalorie. So carbohydrates are very necessary, remember, every time. We should have a very, continuous intake of carbohydrate so that my blood is having enough glucose. If I'm not having glucose, then it will affect a little bit, depression in that calorie supply to the brain, and then you will feel sleepy or you will feel down. Then your mood will down. Then you will feel, lot of, mental, early symptoms of mental. You will feel, having sleep. You're not having, मन नहीं लगेगा पढ़ाई में. आप सब कुछ डिसरेगुलेशन हो जाएगा. So हमें एक रेगुलर पीरियड पे खाना खाते ही रहना होगा, जैसा डॉक्टर ने बताया. Yes.
Yeah. Like I
this
said,
one I wanted to add.
Yeah, thank
yes,
you
ma'am.
so much. And like I said in the beginning of my answer, I said, अगर आप चिड़चिड़े हो जाते हैं,
that is again related to the brain.
Yes. Absolutely. Sir, here I'll also like to add, we have two brains, and I'm sure Dr. Sikkarwal will agree with me. So our gut is the second brain of the, we have two nervous systems. Our gut is called the enteric nervous system, ENS. So, whenever we are troubled, you rush to the washroom, right away. So brain immediately gives a message to the stomach that, okay, there's some trouble and we are rushing to the toilet. So brain is connected to your gut, and your gut is the second nervous system. So we have two brain doctors here at the panel today.
That's why I wanted to supplement each other. So we are supplementing each other's knowledge. That's why we used to say gut feelings. Gut feelings कहा जाता है. Yes.
और सर एक अच्छी gut health का मतलब है एक अच्छी brain health. If your gut is not good, your brain health can never be good. Let me tell you this.
Yes, exactly. I very much agree, ma'am. Okay, understood.
Right now,
over to
we
you.
are having such a great discussion between our two panelists. I would like to ask you a connected question to the both of you. Are monosaturated fatty acids responsible for cognitive performance? अगर हम लेमैन टर्म्स में थोड़ा सा मोनोअनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड्स को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, आर दे एक्चुअली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कॉग्निटिव परफॉर्मेंस, एंड व्हाट आर द बेस्ट सोर्सेज ऑफ these monounsaturated fatty acids for students? I would like to pose this question to Arun sir first, and then ma'am can also join.
Well, I'm not a nutritionist basically, but you turned me nutritionist since last 3 days. So I was trying actively. There are two things, So now I will go back to my chemistry knowledge. So saturated means जब H bond सारे लगे हुए, unsaturated when there is a double band or triple bond comes up. ये organic chemistry में पढ़ा है. So monounsaturated or polyunsaturated, they are having more than one double or triple bond. क्योंकि fats are a long chain of, aliphatic compounds, CH3, CH2, CH2 like that. As similarly, there is a saturated fatty acids are supposed to be now not very healthy. उन्हें थोड़ा सा low fatty पर रखा जाता है. If the good thing is monounsaturated or polyunsaturated, PUFA. This is पे PUFA लिखा रहता है, polyunsaturated. So those are better because वो कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल नहीं बढ़ने देते ब्लड में, और उससे ब्लड सप्लाई प्रॉपर रहता है. एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस का कोई डर नहीं रहता है, मींस क्लॉगिंग ब्लड वेसल्स का नहीं होगा. और डायरेक्टली आई हैव नॉट कम अक्रॉस एनी रिसर्च आर्टिकल कि कैसे ब्रेन के लाइक न्यूरॉन्स एंड ग्लैंड्स इस पे कैसे डायरेक्टली इफेक्ट करता है. बट मुझे जहाँ तक मेरा जो नॉलेज आई कोरिलेट it functions like brains is having proper blood supply when you are using more PUFA. And if you are using more saturated fatty acids or like ghee or something, जो room temperature पर solid हो जाते हैं, उनसे आपका blood supply proper way में नहीं रहता body का. So that's why it might be affecting the brain. एंड एक चीज और मैं ऐड कर देता हूँ, अभी हम जो समोसा खाते हैं बाहर या इवन घर पर, जो बार बार ऑयल को वार्म अप किया जाता है, वार्म अप अगेन एंड अगेन, वो ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, बिकॉज दैट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू द ट्रांस फैट. उसमें लिपिड जो आपके फैट्स हैं उसमें ऑक्सीडेशन और पॉलीमराइजेशन हैपेंस, एंड दैट टाइम इट बिकम्स ट्रांस फैट, और वो हेल्थ के लिए अच्छा नहीं होता. सो जो भी ऑयल यूज करना है, दैट शुड बी, वी शुड ट्राई कि वो एटलीस्ट वंस और ट्वाइस ही यूज किया जाए, अगेन एंड अगेन नहीं किया जाए, अदरवाइज वो ट्रांस फैट में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. ओके, बिकॉज वो ब्रेन से रिलेटेड है ब्लड सप्लाई के लिए. सो ऑब्वियसली ब्रेन लीड्स, it's a controlling center of the body, so mood, depression, everything will get secondary affliction with that problem. I would like to go ahead to now.
Yes.
Professor Dr. Deng, you
Yes,
can supplement my information.
Ma'am, I have a different question related. Ma'am, you talked about some diet, kind of carbohydrate free or included diet. So people were asking more about keto diet. So according to, along with monosaccharides and everything, you can take up keto diet too, because people are asking questions. Can you?
Okay. So this is keto diet. Let me tell you, has been rated the most dangerous and the worst diets of 2018 and 19. And it promotes high fat foods and high protein diet. And you know what high fat does and what high protein does to your kidneys. I need not even say how the kidney problems are on rise. और आप देखते हैं, पहले कभी सुना था आपने that people are on dialysis और kidney related कितने issues हैं. अभी क्या है, during corona times I did a little survey and I saw all those poor people who in my own small capacity, whatever little research I did, and I found out that people who passed away generally were those who did not get timely treatment. And the one thing which listed on the top was dialysis. People did not get dialysis in time, and we lost them. So these keto diets and Atkins diet and X, Y, Z diets, I don't know. I don't believe in them at all. If you ask me, I just connect myself to nature. That's it. And my research is only based on the food which my dadi, my nani, and the Jains and my Ayurveda has taught me. So keto diet it's a fad diet. It might give you quick results, but let me tell you, you are in for a big time problem if you do this keto diet. So from me, it's a complete no. I don't even want to go into the details of it. Secondly, like Dr. Sikarwar said, we should keep our LDL low, and oil is a very, very vast subject, and we can go on and on on it. So whatever, I would like to say that yes, like Dr. Saab said, MUFA and PUFA, monounsaturated fatty acid and poly, they bring down they are found in olive oil, nuts, seeds. They bring down your LDL and they raise your LDL. So they are good for heart. They are good for obesity. Good for diabetes. Good for any ailment. So I do recommend that. Yeah. And if you come to oils, I would recommend mustard oil, desi ghee, which have very high smoky points, and they have short chain fatty acids, and which are very good for health.
I would like to add upon further, as you said कि जो मेरी दादी ने कहा, नानी ने कहा, इसका भी एक साइंस है. We should never use any fruit or any food that is not endemic to a place where you are living right now.
Yes.
Like I give my example now. I'm in Agra. I should use the food whatever is available in my area. When I was in abroad, like Denmark or USA, I sipped it. I was having different food habit. So always one should try, because nature, as you gave the name, nature also. Nature is the best teacher. So whatever nature produces in that area, that means you are supposed to eat. Like West Bengal, Odisha, where rice is there, so people eat rice. When my area is having more wheat, not rice, then I'm supposed to eat roti, not too much chawal. Chawal is okay, but my primary food should be related to that. Similarly, the fruits like avocado, blueberry, strawberry, and blah blah, and people used to say it's made from USA, it's exported from Australia or New Zealand. One should avoid, I tell you. Number one, it is economical. It's too expensive. अमीर आदमी खा पाता, आप देख रहे हैं. But generally, common man जो होता है majority में 90%, वो सिर्फ अमरूद खाएगा, वो आम खाएगा जो हमारे एरिया का है, वो स्ट्रॉबेरी तो नहीं कभी खाता, even though उसके लिए कोई malnutrition नहीं होता है. So remember, nature is having lot of hints. We should always try to pick up those points from the nature. Nature is the best teacher. Mother and father, they are after this, but nature is also the best teacher. So कभी भी उस बनावटपन पर नहीं जाना है कि हमें made in New Zealand कीवी ही खा के रहना है, because it's too costly. I should go to my area where if I'm in New Zealand for a while, I can eat, I know. So this way we should take the hint from the nature, as Dr. Renuka ma'am told.
Yes, sir. And if you allow me, I'll like to take this ahead. And like you said, ये अमीर आदमी खा सकता है. तो सर मैं आज बच्चे बहुत हैं यहाँ पर, so I like to say obesity is the disease of rich.
That's
so,
what. It means they're deviating. They're deviating from their natural rule.
Yes, and food which is there, which grows in the 100 kilometer or 150 kilometer radius of where you are staying is the best food to consume. So whenever you'll be surprised, Dr. Sikarwar, whenever I leave for my clinic in the morning, I definitely take 5 minutes extra. I'll stop at the crossing, and my eyes are searching for foods and various fruits. And, I generally, keep talking to my vendors and, asking them, ये कहाँ से लेकर आए, ये कौन किस जगह उग रहा है, ये आप imported लेकर आए हो. Then, I am really amazed by the facts and the stories they tell. Like the apples have been with them for 6 months and 4 months in the cold storage.
That's what. Yeah, and
we are we are so attracted to the shine on the apples, and we don't realize we are eating wax. Might as well have our 80 rupees a kg apples than having 200 rupees. We are not even it's not good for economy also with the falling GDP. I don't think we should be having.
Yes. And it's very good point you explain, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, and secondly, like you said, the blueberries. Where is our Indian falsa going? Why is our falsa not in India? And where is the bear going? Remember, we used to look forward to the falsa.
This is the psychology of people. It's changing. They are always going for exotic, and they are forgetting the endemic. And but remember, that is the reason. The urban people are getting obese. But remember that rural people, because वो सबसे ज्यादा इंडेमिक चीजों को ही कंज्यूम करते हैं, इसलिए उनमें ओबेसिटी नहीं होता. तो विलेजेस में शायद ही आपने कोई ओबीज देखा होगा. ओबीज आपको सिटी में मिलेगा.
हाँ सर, और अभी जब कोरोना जब राइज हुआ तो I was doing various talks and I was people were psyched and I was explaining to them what to eat to raise the immunity. So I don't know how suddenly I thought that why aren't these like you said, the labor class people getting for corona, why are the rich people only scared of it? So I did a little reading and survey on it, and then I not even reading I practically thought and I realized ये गरीब आदमी रोटी पे हरी मिर्ची रख के खाता है most of the time. वो हरी मिर्च जरूर खाता है. I see all women working in the best capacity only because they eat good around the year, they eat mirchi around the year, they have complex carbohydrates, most of the time. Let me tell you another fact, sir. I realized that ये जो हमारी ये labor class women है, ये आज भी they do that सिलबट्टा पर अपना खाना पीसती हैं और आज भी चक्की चला के अपना गेहूं पीसते. You see these nomads on the roadside?
Yes,
वो अपनी चक्की चला के गेहूं पीस के सिलबट्टा यूज करते हैं. You know what they are doing by doing this? वो अपने यूट्रस के मसल्स को स्ट्रेंथन करने, लोअर एब्डोमेन के मसल्स स्ट्रेंथन इससे होते हैं. तो उनको कोई पेन नहीं होती, उनको कोई क्रैम्प्स नहीं होते उनको. और हमारी एक जो अर्बन कल्चर में जो गर्ल्स हैं वो एक हॉट वाटर बैग लेके पड़ी हैं, take some inspiration from them.
And they're spending lakhs of rupees for cesarean baby and blah blah.
उनके तो घर में बच्चे हो जाते हैं क्योंकि उनके यूट्रस, उनके मसल्स, इन जो सिलबट्टा चक्की से पहले जमाने में क्या होता था, वो अपने लोअर एब्डोमेन पे असर पड़ता है. इफ यू डू अ चक्की तो वो क्या होता था, उनके यूट्रस के मसल स्ट्रेंथन हो जाते थे. तो उनको बेबी क्रैम्प्स ये सब होता ही नहीं था. तो वी हैव टू गेट बैक टू दैट.
Very true.
Yes, ma'am. I
Yes,
really
Anushka.
agree with you with your discussions. And in that sense, I would like to ask one of the audience's questions that how can we have a balanced eating schedule without compromising our diet proportions and to be so fit? The way of you people are talking about, I really agree with that. But how can we be at that level with just our good diet, you know?
Okay. Okay, sir, would you like to talk about it?
You first. You are dietitian. You can tell me better.
First of all, Anushka, I would like to say, generalized diets never work. A diet has to be very personalized. So, like if you are at home the entire day, there'll be a different diet for you. And if your husband is going working, walking, there's going to be a different diet. Suppose you're doing your yoga, there has to be a different diet. Or if your friend is, doing a lot of aerobics, Zumba, and, high intensity cardios and training, then the diet has to be different. So, saying many people, I come across in parties and social gatherings, they just crowd me and, around me and say, ma'am, please suggest a diet. I mean, how can I have to study what is your blood type. Like sir said, we have to eat food, within the 100-kilometer radius. So I don't know if you live in Delhi or if you live in America or New Zealand. I mean, I can just randomly say it is really, I don't understand just randomly speaking. I can speak on foods. I can say this food is good, this food is bad, but I cannot say, okay, a general diet, ye khao, finish. No, it doesn't work out that way. It has to be very, very personal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I add upon something? Look,
yes, sir.
Yeah. The more important is seasonal diet.
Yeah.
By nature, seasonal diet is defined. आप कैसे कब आपको खिचड़ी खानी है, कब आपको चावल नहीं खाना है और कब रोटी खाना, ये नेचर में काफी हद तक और ये ओल्ड पीपल जानते भी हैं.
अभी यही कह रही थी, हम फूड्स के बारे में बता सकते हैं कि ये खिचड़ी अच्छी है, ये अच्छा है.
Once in a week, like एक वीक में 14 बार हम डाइट खाते हैं. मॉर्निंग इवनिंग का एक डाइट one should skip. And fasting leads deterioration of the toxic compound from the body. It keeps balance of nutrients, and it is good for the immunological aspect also because it triggers more good immunological aspect. So one should be having at least fasting once in a week or नहीं तो fortnightly. Even I keep my fasting, and इससे आपका इकोनॉमिकल भी फर्क पड़ रहा है. आप स्पिरिचुअली भी आप अपने अकॉर्डिंगली डिसाइड कर सकते हैं आपका क्या है, and it affects the body very much, the immunological aspect of the body. Okay.
Yeah. The same question was asked by one of our audiences. Yes, ma'am, if you're saying something.
That's a very, very huge subject. That's the in thing now, the fasting. And let me tell you, I would like to, confess, announce here that, I used to hear malas and for 48 hours. And, as a kid, I used to be like really surprised. But Dr. Sikarwar, I would like to share with you, I go for 48-hour fastings and 24-hour fastings every now and then.
That's amazing.
And the body goes into autophagy, and your bad cells.
And this way, bad cells are removed out. Even cancer cells proportion decreases. And the people who keep fasting, they have a less propensity to have any cancer in the future than the person who keep binging like anything, like bulimia nervosa, where the hypothalamus gets problematic, and the person keep eating day and night. Anything. So
is it a question from audience has come that is it that intermittent fasting helps in controlling diabetes too?
Yes. I have reverted thousands of diabetic cases by putting them on intermittent fasting, and someday, I don't know, once Corona goes, I'll like to collect them on stage, and I'll want them to speak on how they reverse their diabetes and how good they are feeling about themselves now. And not only people who were on medicines, people who were insulin dependent, from 110 insulin, I've got them to 10 units, and then gradually I weaned them off insulin, and now many of them are on medicines, and some are weaned off medicine because it's a lifestyle disease. The type 2 diabetes is a lifestyle disease. So once you revert your lifestyles. You can start any time, any day. It just has to click here. And I think Dr. Sikharwal will tell you
Hypothalamus.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
See, hypothalamus is the center which controls the hunger and even thirst. Hypothalamus is, master to the pituitary gland, and pituitary gland is the again controlling whole body. So hypothalamus is on that hot seat. You can imagine that can control this hunger. Okay, even though hunger depends not only hypothalamus, it also depends like how much glucose is there in your blood. If it is low, then hunger will start. And third way, it is also dependent on the how much stomach is full. Like आपने खाना खाया है और आपका stomach पूरा like भरा हुआ है, then still you will not feel the urge to the food. But if there is some tumor, if there is some problem in the hypothalamus, then this bulimia nervosa and anorexia nervosa both are like antonyms. So in anorexia, you don't eat. That happens with some weight conscious girls and models. They want to keep getting slimmer and slimmer. They avoid generally, but it is wrong again, I say, because it will affect the brain health.
We have another very interesting question regarding weight loss. Like, does chia seeds help in losing weight? And also question regarding apple vinegar, if they are used to lose weight, and if they are good too. So I would direct this question to ma'am first, and we have a very interesting question to you, sir. I'll ask this next.
Yeah, okay, let ma'am reply. Ma'am.
Okay, chia seeds are number one seed in the seed world, and these seeds are power packed, loaded with nutrition and lot of fiber mostly. So I really recommend chia seeds. I myself consume chia seeds every day. And the second is apple cider vinegar. First of all, let me tell you, for all those because apple cider vinegar helps create good bacteria, helps create the good flora in your gut. So and if you have a good gut, if you have a good flora, मतलब अच्छा बैक्टीरिया है अगर आपके गट में, इंटेस्टाइन्स में, तो आपके बॉडी में एब्जॉर्प्शन बहुत अच्छा होगा, और एब्जॉर्प्शन अच्छा होगा तो आप सेहतमंद रहेंगे. तो हमारे क्या होता है, इधर मैं आपको थोड़ा सा ये बताना चाहूंगी that most food we eat is absorbed by the blood. It doesn't go to the intestine. तो जब हम हाई फाइबर फूड खाते हैं, या जैसे हम एप्पल साइडर विनेगर खा रहे हैं, इट विल रीच द इंटेस्टाइन्स, और ये इट बिकम्स ऑल दिस फाइबर, और ये फ्रूट्स और इन सब का जो अच्छा बैक्टीरिया होता है वो इसको खाता है, और ऐसे हम फूड्स खाते हैं तो अच्छा बैक्टीरिया बढ़ जाता है. तो अगर हम एप्पल साइडर विनेगर खा रहे हैं तो पी रहे हैं, तो इट एक्ट्स एज अ गुड प्रोबायोटिक एंड इट गोज टू योर गट, और वहां पे इट क्रिएट्स गुड फ्लोरा. And one thing has to be taken care of, that you must have the apple cider vinegar with mother culture. जो आप रैंडम दुकानों से खरीद लाते हैं एप्पल साइडर विनेगर, वो it will not work for you. Always buy an apple cider vinegar with mother culture. और ये वाला आप एप्पल साइडर विनेगर पीजिए, it will do you very good.
Okay, and I will add upon for the gut bacteria, we should keep regularly dahi and curd.
Yeah.
Not that, commercialized product of XYZ brand. I know it's so costly, 20-30 rupees this much. I don't want to give the name, but that is only for the rich people. So only curd is just enough. Curd should be regularly taken by every person. So
yes,
that
sir,
gut bacteria are proper.
Yeah. Lactobacillus, and I would also recommend matha straight after lunch. If you have a matha जिसको आप हींग और अजवाइन का तड़का लगाइए, and you can put some अदरक, राई, कड़ी पत्ता, ये सब डाल के आप खाने के साथ मठा जरूर लीजिए. It will work as a very good probiotic, and आपका ये गट हेल्थ, गट फ्लोरा अच्छा कर देगा अगर आप हींग भी डाल लेंगे. और सर इधर मैं ये भी बोलना चाहूंगी, अगर आप खाली पेट दही में इसबगोल डाल के लेते हैं, it works as a very good prebiotic. अगर आपको IBS है या आपको कुछ स्टमक में प्रॉब्लम है, और तो आप सुबह खाली पेट दही में इसबगोल डाल के ले लेंगे, एंड काला नमक या सेंधा नमक, so it will really increase your gut flora.
So no need to buy those 20-30 rupees small bottles, right, that come on television. Am I correct?
हाँ सर, मैं इधर ये भी बताना चाहूंगी, जो आप 20-30 रुपए की बॉटल खरीद रहे हैं एक प्रोबायोटिक कह के, तो मैं यहाँ पे ये बताना चाहूंगी सर, उसके अंदर इतनी शुगर है इतनी शुगर है कि बच्चे सिर्फ ये देखते हैं कि ये बॉटल खरीद ली हमने 30 रुपए की, हमने प्रोबायोटिक पी लिया, लेकिन उसके साथ आपके अंदर इतनी शुगर जा रही है। अगर आपको 80 प्रोबायोटिक चाहिए, जैसे सर ने कहा दही लीजिए, और जैसे हमारी दादी नानी पहले अचार बना देती थी, अचार के अंदर इतनी मेथीदाना, अजवाइन, सौंफ, क्या क्या होता था, मिट्टी के बर्तन में उसको कपड़ा मसले क्लॉथ बांध के बाहर रख दिया जाता था, वो फर्मेंट हो जाता था। एंड ईटिंग एन अचार विद योर फूड यूज्ड टू वर्क एज अ प्रीबायोटिक। तो वो हमने छोड़ दिया है। फिर सर कांजी हमने छोड़ दी पीनी। कांजी को हम राई डाल के विंडो सिल पे रखते थे, हम हर चेंज ऑफ सीजन पे कांजी पीते थे। मार्च में काली गाजर आती थी, हम उसकी पी रहे हैं। आलू की कांजी पीते आप, उसकी चुकंदर की, बीटरूट की कांजी तो आप कभी भी बना के पी सकते हैं। इट विल वर्क एज अ वंडरफुल प्रीबायोटिक। एंड हियर लास्ट थिंग आई लाइक टू से, चावल, कर्ड राइस, दही भात मेक्स द बेस्ट प्रीबायोटिक। आप रात को मिट्टी के बर्तन में थोड़ा चावल उबला डाल दीजिए, पानी डाल के मिट्टी के बर्तन में चावल थोड़ा सा 1 चम्मच 2 चम्मच पानी डाल के रख दीजिए, रात भर उसको फर्मेंट होने दीजिए, और सुबह पहली चीज वो चावल पानी के साथ आप खा लीजिए। देखिए आपका फ्लोरा, गट फ्लोरा कैसा हो जाता है।
Very informative, ma'am. Yes.
I have another question. जो बहुत like a number of people in our audience have asked. I would first like to ask Renuka ma'am about it. Ma'am, a lot of people say that हमें कैफीन की बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब like कॉफी पीने की बहुत हैबिट है, या टी पीने की बहुत हैबिट है, क्या ये हेल्थ के लिए बुरी है? अगर टी ना पिए तो क्या पिए? मिल्क पीना चाहिए?
हाँ मैम, आप देखिए ये तो मोस्ट एक पॉपुलर बेवरेजेस है टी एंड कॉफी, और हमारे को ये ब्रिटिशर्स दे गए। हमारे इंडियन कल्चर में चाय थी नहीं, और ये हमारी ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी ने हमें टी और कॉफी दे दी है। और हेल्दी है कि नहीं, मैं इसमें बहुत बातें, पहली बात सर भी मुझसे अग्री करेंगे, डॉक्टर सिकरवार, कॉफी इज अ स्टिमुलेंट, वो सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम को स्टिमुलेट कर देता है, तो एक किक मिलती है।
It is psychoactive stimulant, yes. And also coffee is a nootropic. Nootropic is any medicinal plant product that stimulates your brain. It increases the memory, it increases your concentration, your mental power, your motor function, and your attention, everything.
So, but that's very temporary.
It's temporary, I know.
It's not a permanent solution.
For permanent, I don't want to give the name, but this is the Brahmi that I take. Okay, Brahmi is Bacopa manori. It's a plant, and I keep in my home also. उसकी छोटी सी जड़ होती है, 1-2 पत्ते खाते रहिए. And similarly, there's some more convolvulus pluricalis. That is another plant product. Those are nootropics. These are related to brain.
अर्जुन के छाल के आप चाय पीजिए, और प्रॉपर जैसे चाय बनती है वैसे ही अर्जुन के छाल की चाय पीजिए। लेकिन इधर में, जैसे आपने पूछा कॉफी और चाय के बारे में, लेट मी टेल यू, कॉफी हैज कैफीन, और जो कैफीन आप जितनी पिएंगे आपकी कैल्शियम बॉडी से उतनी डिप्लीट हो जाएगी। और जो चाय, यस, एंड चाय हैज टैनिन्स। टैनिन्स जो है ये ब्लॉक द आयरन अब्जॉर्प्शन। So but
only for some moderate level, moderate level one should take it. Otherwise, these plant products, nootropics, plant product, these are neuroprotective phytomedicines. ये आमंड उनमें से एक है। आमंड खाना चाहिए हमें, गलाने के बाद मॉर्निंग में रोज 1 या 2 या 3 आमंड खाना चाहिए। ये बेकोपा मेनोरी, ब्राह्मी, इस तरह की कई चीजें हैं जो एटलीस्ट ग्रोइंग चिल्ड्रन को तो बहुत ज्यादा देना चाहिए, अप टू एज 8, जब ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट सबसे ज्यादा होता है।
Yeah, either I would like to draw your children. I can see 74, 75 children here. I like to draw your attention towards this new food, which is the green tea and green coffee, which is a fad with all. Let me tell you, the only difference between black tea and green tea is that black tea fermentation के process से बनाई जाती है, और ग्रीन टी को फर्मेंट नहीं किया जाता, तो वो ग्रीन टी होती है। तो डेफिनेटली थोड़े से एंटीऑक्सीडेंट जरूर बढ़ जाते हैं ग्रीन टी में, वरना और कोई फर्क नहीं होता है। ग्रीन कॉफी आजकल लेटेस्ट फैड हो गया, एवरीबडी स्विचिंग टू ग्रीन कॉफी। लेट मी टेल यू, ग्रीन कॉफी सिर्फ नॉर्मल कॉफी से ये फर्क होता है दैट ग्रीन कॉफी इज नॉट रोस्टेड नहीं होती है, इसलिए ऑब्वियसली उसका न्यूट्रिशन कंटेंट बेटर होता है, बाकी और इसमें कोई ऐसा फर्क नहीं है। बाकी जैसा मैंने बताया कि चाय पीने में, चाय में टैनिन होते हैं, वो आयरन अब्जॉर्प्शन रोकते हैं, और कॉफी में कैफीन होती है, वो कैल्शियम अब्जॉर्प्शन को रोकती है. Having said that, I will also say that you cannot live without, leaving one, like chucking one food out of your system altogether. A little bit of anything now and then is not bad at all. If you're having 2 cups a day, or 1 cup a day, it's not bad at all. The problem arises when you begin your day with black coffees and you finish your day with black coffees, and the entire day you are not eating anything and just, being on coffee and tea. This is where the problem starts. What do you say, sir, to this?
Yes, sir. So in Sanskrit there is a word ati sarvat varjayate. So कोई भी चीज की अति is always bad. So tea, coffee ठीक है, वो हमारे at least 5-6 generations में practice में आ गया जब से British rulers थे यहाँ पे. So 1 or 2 times is okay, but not too much. Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah, the next question is directed with you, sir. So I have heard audience asking how to stop blood clot or thrombosis. What kind of food or what kind of nutrients that one should take to stop blood clot or thrombosis?
No, but that is natural process if I'm not wrong. And I think it is natural process. And blood clot, ये तो बहुत ही rarest of rare cases में आपको bruise है या आपका body cut हुआ है तभी होगा. And in
sorry,
case
sir,
of,
sorry to interrupt you. The question is about the brain, the blood clot in brain. So the question is about thrombosis in brain that happens because of brain tumor.
Oh, that is stroke and ischemia and this brain tumor.
Yes, stroke.
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That could be several reasons. That could be the blood clot. Initially that was smaller and then goes to either carotid artery or vertebral artery and it reaches to the brain, and then from there, circular villus ke through, then it goes to the cerebral arteries and it go and get occluded in some part of the brain. No.
They asked about the diet they should take to prevent that.
No, but you cannot generalize. I think blood clot पे हमारा control नहीं है. It's a very much part of biochemistry of the blood. There should
maybe
be vitamin
the Brahmi that you just mentioned might be used.
No, Brahmi is having nootropic effect. It affects the cerebrum.
The nootropic.
Nootropic. So it affects actually it is neuropsychotic. So I can say it reduces the neurodegeneration. Neuron की health proper बनी रहती है. Neuron का neurophysiology proper रहता है. That's why the cytoarchitecture of the brains in the neurons in the brain remain more active for longer period. That's why a person is feeling more active, and ये एक medicine और आती है शंख पुष्पी. I use it also, शंख पुष्पी. It's having 3 plant products. Okay, शंख पुष्पी ये डाबर product का. Anyway, this is everywhere. It is good for the brain health. But stroke को आप रोक नहीं सकते. Stroke, many things are inherent property of your genetics and your phenotype, where you are living and how you are living. Like smoke तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, tar formation तो नहीं हो रहा है blood में, या आप bad cholesterol को आप ज्यादा use कर रहे हैं, तो obviously blood clot की thickening कम होती जाएगी और एक दिन blood clot बनके वो occlude होके आपको stroke कर सकता है.
Okay, some related questions we have. From Spursh, we have a question that ghee provides more of energy, and since ma'am also included this in her talk that she believes in the old culture. So if ghee is so good, why don't people use it much, and why do they defame it? And what is the other option if ghee is not that good in every aspect?
Yeah, ma'am will reply this better than me.
You're talking about ghee?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's a very, very vast topic, and I was in fact planning to do a live on it sometime soon. So like I said, it has a very high smoking point, and it has small chain fatty acids. Ghee is, in Ayurveda, they say ghee is the only remedy, one of the only remedy to good health. और हमने क्या, what happened, वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में उन्होंने क्या करा, इट वाज जस्ट अ बिजनेस गिमिक. उन्होंने कह दिया कि घी में इतना सैचुरेटेड फैट है, और कह के हमारी कंट्री से घी हटा दिया, और दे पंप देयर refined oils and double refined and triple refining. You know how much chemical goes into refining, and they are selling triple refined oils. And like I said, olive oil is not, like sir also said, olive oil, I don't know, I don't believe in olive oil also, because olives are not produced in our country. So then comes the mustard oil, which I am really in favor of, and we are left with cow's ghee. So, you know, what happens, cow ghee is a probiotic. Cow ghee, you know, has innumerous, you know, benefits. You put it in your nostrils, you rub your navel with it every day. In Ayurveda, they say, वात और कफ जो होता है ये सब गाय के घी से खत्म हो सकता है. और आप मानेंगे, मैंने खुद ऑर्गेनिक काउ घी मंगाया. If I can show you, yes, it's lying here. Just a second. So I just ordered. अभी the courier just arrived, तो ये पड़ा हुआ था मेरे सामने. So I just called for this A2. Yes. Sir, this bottle is for 1,000 rupees, and I mean, you can't imagine how I collected and, you know, had a heart to buy this cow's ghee. So I'm not going to use this in cooking. I'm just going to toss my dals and sabzis with it, because it is a very, very powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, you name it, and it has that property. So I really encourage cow's ghee for each one of you if you want to be, you know, disease-free, cancer-free. So please add 1 teaspoon of cow's ghee in your diet every day. Now the trick is, what happens, ये मैं सबको सर आपको भी मैं बताना चाहूंगी. I did a little research on ghee. अभी क्या हो रहा है, हर एक बड़ा ब्रांड जो है वो क्या करता है, या तो दूध लेता है, दूध में से ही घी निकालते हैं और भरते चलते हैं लीटर्स, और एज दे ऑर्डर, यू नो, बटर केक्स फ्रॉम अब्रॉड, यहाँ पे आके मेल्ट करके घी बना देते हैं, बिकॉज बाहर कैटल बहुत है. तो हमें क्या करना है, हमें ये सब नहीं करना है. सबसे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, हमें इंडियन काउ का घी पीना है, लेना है. हमें जर्सी काउज और ये सब बिल्कुल नहीं लेना है. यू गो फॉर लाल सिंह घी, गिर काउ घी इज द बेस्ट घी टू हैव. दैट इज द A2 घी. एंड सेकेंडली, हमें, आप लोग जब घी खरीदते हैं, मैं आप सबसे कह रही हूँ, जितने लोग यहाँ पर हैं, प्लीज रीड बलोना मेथड ऑन इट. इस पे भी शायद लिखा हो वहां के नहीं, बिकॉज मैंने तो बलोना वाला ही मंगाया है. और बलोना इज दैट, वो जो मधानी हम नहीं चलाते थे घी बनाने के लिए. तो सर व्हाट हैपेंस, वी टेक द घी, पुट देम इन अर्दन पॉट्स, उसको हम जमा देते हैं, उसका दही बन जाता है. फिर दही के ऊपर की हम मलाई लेके उसको हम बलोना करते हैं, फिर उस बलोना से घी बनाते हैं. तो सोचिए आप, उसमें कितना प्रोबायोटिक्स हैं, कितनी एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं. लेकिन दूध में से डायरेक्ट घी चर्न कर दिया, दैट इज नॉट. No, I don't recommend that ghee at all. So next time you're going to buy your ghee, please add 1 teaspoon of ghee every day. I don't want to go into the medical, I don't want to talk in medical language, because वो आप लोग समझ नहीं पाओगे. मैं इतना कहूंगी, 1 चम्मच गाय का घी रोज खाइए, स्पेशली फॉर माय यूथ who are watching us here. लेकिन A2 घी और बलोना मेथड से बना हुआ घी ही खाना है सबको. बलोना के बिना घी मत लेना.
Actually, due to some reason, these A1 टाइप का जो मिल्क है उसका प्रोडक्शन इंडिया में बढ़ गया, क्योंकि आर्टिफिशियल इंसेमिनेशन के लिए बहुत सारा यूके से हमने इंपोर्ट किया. अननोइंगली ये जानते हो कि हम अपनी A2 का उसका जो जीनोटाइप है उसमें बहुत सारा एलीलिक वेरिएशन कर देंगे और वो सब हाइब्रिड होके रह जाएंगे. तो आज जो A2 वाली गाय है वो काफी कम हो गई हैं. One should prefer that. And this is true. It's a true notion that Western countries, they intimidated us from 1980s to 2000 and 2010. ये पिछले 30-40 सालों में इतना ज्यादा नाटक किया उन्होंने कि they said कि हमारा घी अच्छा नहीं है, वो हमें से दूर करने के लिए हमें घृणा कर दी. वो टीवी पर एड है कि वो उसका ही अच्छा है. नंबर 1, वो कॉस्टली ज्यादा है, वो बाहर से आ रहा है. लेकिन अभी लोग रियलाइज कर रहे हैं कि द ट्रू वे इज दैट अपना वाला, जो मतलब हमारे एरिया में जो बना है, जो 100 किलोमीटर के अंदर बना है, वही चीज यूज होना चाहिए.
सर वो अपने शेल्फ पे, व्हेन आई वेंट अब्रॉड आई सॉ इन सुपरमार्केट्स देयर वाज अ स्पेशल शेल्फ फॉर घी, और उसके ऊपर लिखा था सुपर फूड एंड गोल्डन लिक्विड लिख के दे वर सेलिंग. एंड यू नो, या तो 1000 रुपए किलो वहां पे बिकता है, वो 6-6 हजार रुपए किलो, और उसको वो सुपर फूड कह के बेच रहे हैं वहां पे. और एक हम है, वी आर फूल्स, आई एम सॉरी, आई एम सेइंग दैट, कि हम अपने गाय को हमने ऐसे करके उनके हम खाते हैं रिफाइंड, जो 4-4 बार केमिकली रिफाइंड फूड होते हैं, हम वो खा रहे हैं। और सर आपने बिल्कुल ठीक करा, आजकल सिर्फ आर्टिफिशियल इंसेमिनेशन हो रही है। यू नो, सीमेन इज कमिंग, वो मेटिंग नहीं कराते काउस को बुल से, सीमेन आते हैं फ्रोजन से वो इंसेमिनेट करते हैं, ऑल दैट इज। पर वो इंडियन काउ का भी आता है, बट आई डोंट नो कितना ठीक होता है या नहीं होता है। लेकिन हम अपनी जितनी लाल सिंगी, गिर, इतना इन्हीं गाय का अगर घी खाएंगे,
इंडेमिक काउस की हम वो जो स्ट्रेन है उसमें म्यूटेशन कर दिया हमने बहुत सारा, वो रही नहीं है इंडिजिनस। यस अनुष्का और मानवी।
Right. Manvi is going to ask the next question, sir.
Yes, sir. So we will be winding up now, but we have a really big question from our team also. It was really important, and since it is very proclaimed that vegan diet is a normal vegetarian diet that we take, but it is a very controversial topic, I understand. So can you just speak about having or not having milk, cow milk, since it is, I understand it that it is somehow the tissues of the cow's, body, which we are eating or which we are drinking in different forms. So is it really that dairy products are included in vegan diet? This is the final question. We will wind up then. Thank you.
Okay. Here, okay, I like to say vegan diet does not include milk. So unfortunately, yes. And here WHO recently said in India, must quote unquote, in India, 85% people who consume milk and dairy will have cancer in some form, unquote. So this was a statement released by WHO, not because the milk is bad, but only because the milk is adulterated. And like sir and I just discussed, there's a lot of mutation happening. I don't know, there's a genetic change, and I don't know what we are drinking. If you are not sure of anything, why have it at all?
So, I think it is due to the adulteration in the food cycle.
Yes.
Because of pesticide, insecticides, and chemical fertilizers uses that be increased since 1970s, when there was a thrust on the country कि green revolution करना है और लोग भूखे मर रहे थे. So there was a situation of do and die. हमें प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाना था अपने गेहूं के खेतों का, क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन बढ़ती जा रही थी. So what happened? He took unknowingly advantage of lot of insecticide and pesticides to increase the crop production. But हमें नहीं पता था कि 2000 या 21st century early में इतना ज्यादा हो जाएगा कि पंजाब में एक सिटी है, वो कैंसर सिटी कहा जाता है, वहां से एक ट्रेन चलती है, उसे कहते हैं कि इसमें कैंसर लोग जा रहे हैं. So now this food cycle, वही खाना गाय खा रही है, गाय के थ्रू हमें आ रहा है. That's why ना अभी ऑर्गेनिक एंड नॉन ऑर्गेनिक फूड का चल निकला है. So ऑर्गेनिक फूड इसमें वो है जिसमें एटलीस्ट लेस देन 70% से भी कम आर्टिफिशियल केमिकली इंड्यूस्ड उसमें फर्टिलाइजर यूज किया गया है. तो अब जो अमीर लोग हैं उनके लिए कॉस्टली है, आई नो, ऑर्गेनिक नहीं खा सकते क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक फसल उगाना इज वेरी कॉस्टली अफेयर और उसका प्रोडक्शन का यील्ड भी कम होता है, तो उसे कुछ अमीर लोग ही खा सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई आई रिकमेंड देयर शुड बी मोर इंक्रीमेंट इन द वर्टिकल फार्मिंग नाउ, इवन लाइक रूफ टॉप्स पर मिट्टी डाल के अपनी कुछ थोड़ी बहुत सब्जी उगानी चाहिए हर एक घर को, सो दैट एटलीस्ट यू आर हैविंग हेल्दी फूड एट योर साइड. आप उसे मार्केट से ना परचेज करें.
सर आपने इधर इंसेक्टिसाइड पेस्टिसाइड बोल दिया जो कि 246 तो गवर्नमेंट अप्रूव्ड हैं. सर इसमें मैं एक चीज और ऐड करना चाहूंगी, व्हाट अबाउट ऑक्सीटोसिन? गाय को ऑक्सीटोसिन और कैटल को लगाते हैं. जो गाय 5 साल तक सिर्फ, जो गाय का क्या होता है, मैं एक छोटी सी बात बताऊंगी फटाफट, कि जो गाय 5 साल तक दूध देती है और उसके बाद वो फार्मर्स को बेच दी जाती है टू प्लाउ देयर फील्ड्स, क्योंकि वो दूध नहीं देती है. तो क्या होता है, ये लोग क्या है, इन देयर ग्रीड, वो चाहते हैं गाय खरीद ली भाई 1 लाख रुपए की, अब वो चाहते हैं 5 साल से ज्यादा वो 10 साल दूध दे हमें, तो दे कीप पंपिंग इट विद ऑक्सीटोसिन इंजेक्शन. तो वो दूध और हम वही हार्मोन्स पी रहे हैं, तभी तो हमारे all the diseases are on rise.
Yeah, especially in the women's reproductive problems.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Bhavna. Can I add just one question?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to know that I'm actually suffering from an autoimmune disease, and usually they give steroids for autoimmune diseases, and the steroids is obviously to suppress the immunity, and these steroids also are very bad for the hormones. This affect our hormones. So in that case, what kind of diet should we take so that there is a hormonal balance in our body?
Yes, ma'am. This is a very relevant question. और आप मानोगे नहीं, what a coincidence कि आज ही सुबह मेरी 2 काउंसलिंग अमेरिका में, यूएस में मेरी सुबह 2 काउंसलिंग ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज पर ही थी. एक को हर्पीस थी और एक को कुछ और एक ऐसे रिलेटेड अल्जाइमर्स था. तो आप मानेंगे,
I am having Crohn's, that is IBD, right?
yes. So मैं आपको एक चीज बता दूं, सर डॉक्टर सिकरवार will also agree with me. This is autoimmune diseases are a result of leaky gut. जब गट लीक करना शुरू हो जाता है तो ऑटोइम्यून डिजीज आती है, क्योंकि जब गट लीक करता है जो चीजें हमारी ब्लड में नहीं जानी चाहिए वो चीजें ब्लड में जाती है, तो ऑटोइम्यून सिस्टम अलार्म हो जाता है कि हमारे ब्लड में ये क्या आ गया. इट रेजेस अ अटैक ऑन दैट थिंग व्हिच हैज रीच्ड द ब्लड, जो चाहिए. तो ये ऑटोइम्यून डिजीज होती है. तो दैट मीन्स आपका गट कहीं लीक हो रहा है और लीक होके आपके ब्लड के अंदर कुछ ऐसी चीज फेंक रहा है वो आपका गट, जिससे आपका ऑटोइम्यून सिस्टम राइज हो गया है. तो लीकी गट को कैसे ठीक करना है? एक तो डाइट से, एक तो जस्ट गो वेगन, गो ऑन अ नेचुरल फूड्स, डू नॉट हैव प्रोसेस्ड फूड, पैकेज फूड, एंड थर्डली गो ऑन फास्टिंग. Fasting is very, very important for you. In Agra also I've cured number of people who had autoimmune. Fasting really helped them and they are out of it. धीरे धीरे स्टेरॉइड का कोर्स कम करके gradually अब वो ठीक हो गए हैं. So you must take into account where you went wrong, कहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो गई जो आपके गट लीक हो गया है कहीं पे, which has entered the blood. So this is autoimmune and you should go on a restricted diet. अगर आपको नहीं डाइट प्लान लेना तो प्रोसेस, पैकेज, रिफाइंड, शुगर, चीनी आपको छूनी नहीं है. इन प्लेस ऑफ दैट हैव गुड़, हैव स्टीविया, हैव हनी, हैव खजूर की चीनी रिफाइंड शुगर आपके लिए जहर है. ऑल दोज हु हैव ऑटोइम्यून डिजीजेस. तो अगर आप इस पे आ जाएंगे, दिस इज अ लिटिल बिट व्हाट आई हैव टोल्ड यू, वी डोंट हैव मच टाइम, लेकिन अगर आप ये चीजों का ध्यान रखेंगे तो यू कैन रियली